Are we live?
I hope so.
I think we're live.
We never know.
You never know.
It's Saturday.
Join the party.
Protect the tatas. It's a family show. We've already gone downhill.
We have.
Could be my fault.
So quickly.
Could be my fault. We literally just started. Anyway.
Why?
Hey! It's over here.
It's not your fault. I was the one.
It just made me go there. I don't know.
I think it's our chemistry. We just gotta go there.
That's why we're twisted grapevines.
Twisted.
So many reasons. Oh my heavens.
I know. Super fun.
This is Kim.
Hi guys.
And I'm Reve.
Yay!
And we're coming to you
Saturday
with
night.
a Breast Cancer Awareness Wreath. And we're trying to do some funky music. I'm not sure if we love it, but
It's kind of fun.
it's okay.
It's got
You
some
know,
rhythm.
It's
Shay's joined us already.
already? All
I know.
right.
Hey Shay.
Guys,
She's not
Saturday.
She's not scared.
You should be very afraid of us, but we have had all of our shots
That's
and
right.
we only nibble.
So we've got this sign tonight. I had done up custom made for us for the breast cancer awareness. I had found this ribbon right here with the hope, but the Be Brave was my favorite. And so I sent it to a girl who helps us paint a bunch of stuff, and she came up with
She's
this.
awesome.
She is awesome. So
Yeah.
she's painted a bunch of our stuff for our kids. So anyways, we've got some fun.
Wait till you see some of our upcoming
some of the
guys.
stuff we got.
So cute, so cute.
I know. So we've got some really fun ribbons tonight that we're going to be using. Hot pinks. And we've got some really fun mesh we're going to be playing with. And then after this tutorial, I'm going to hop over to YouTube. And we're going to be making these. So I'm going to show you my tricks on how to make the pumpkins. So a lot of people have been asking, so I want to just kind of help. And then last night I did the foam. Yeah, so I did the foam. I got so foam. The foam right here.
Did you make more?
I did. I showed you that one.
Did you stay up to like 1 or 2 maybe?
No, I did these today. I did those today. I know, because like this one we just started and we didn't finish because I was wanting to know how big Reve wanted it, so we were doing those
I think that's perfect.
with all the sparkles.
But that's like 2 reds and 2 white foams.
Yeah, so we
So
have
cute.
like
That's
this, a
all
little
we-
candy one. Rhonda's in the house.
Hello, Rhonda!
Okay, Rhonda, we were just talking about you because I was.
We're so excited.
I know. Well, I sat there and I went, "Oh my gosh, it's next weekend! It's next weekend!"
It's crazy.
We're so excited about the retreat,
All of a
and so
sudden,
I'm like,
25 years later, then all of a sudden it's next weekend.
I know. I'm sitting there
Boom.
texting Reve, and I'm like, "Do you realize it's next weekend?" So we are so pumped, and I hope you and Kali are ready for us because
Brace yourselves,
we might be a
girls.
little wild.
Brace yourselves. We're going to be super excited to be there.
We might be over the
Yeah.
top, so
She's already like,
we might have to have t-shirts made. So I'm just
Probably.
saying, you know,
Wild and crazy.
yeah,
Thelma and
something like that.
Louise. Ta and ta. I don't know.
We're gonna have so much fun. I know they're gonna restrict us from
They're
ever
gonna be
coming
like,
back
okay,
again.
you can't come
Okay,
back.
go to the door. Don't let them
don't
back
let them
in.
Yeah. We're sorry, we don't have a reservation for you.
I know.
Yeah.
We're so and we're coming in Thursday. Well, we're gonna kind of road trip slow. I took off Thursday and Friday, and we're gonna road trip slow and drop in a couple places on the way. Do a little shopping that way. Yep.
Not Hobby Lobby.
Oh my gosh.
No, not Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. So Hobby Lobby, I go this morning. Did returns.
Oh,
I went right when they opened, in and out.
Lord.
Drop
In and out.
easy 100, and I'm out. And then I'm telling Reve about, you gotta go. And then I'm like, where the heck are you? Where are you?
Yeah. Still standing in line.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of Tarrant County was
Yes.
in that
Hobby
Hobby
Lobby.
Lobby. So I don't think, even at Christmas, honestly, I don't think I've ever stood in line that long. I'm
we're
not
in
kidding.
COVID. We're in COVID.
Yeah.
You're like not supposed to yeah.
I don't know what
Were
happened.
was it like over the capacity, you think?
I don't know, because they're remodeling our Hobby Lobby, so maybe that had something to do with it too. I don't know. It just seems like a zillion people
I'm
were
sharing
in
really
there.
quick. So
Yeah.
sorry guys, I'm trying not to
It's
be
all
rude.
good.
I'm
Let's
just sharing
see.
really quick.
Wanda. Okay. Hello, guys. And Shay, we heard from her. All right. Got a shout out to my friend Cindy and Melanie Honey and Cindy Bishop.
And it's her baby's her honey's
my
birthday.
Friend's birthday. My
Today.
husband, Tom. I love you, honey.
He's driving home. I'm not keeping her forever, so
Yeah,
anyways.
we're gonna do this kind of quick and.
He's been working.
He's been working
so,
all day, so
yeah.
it's like okay, and I've been staying away all day, so there's that.
There you go.
Yeah, he works.
That's right.
But
so
this is so cute. I love.
I really do that.
So
and it was so funny. I sent her the design, and she was just going, "I've never painted cheetah before." I'm like, you got this.
She did a good job.
She did a really good job.
It's really cute. I love the colors.
Yep.
It's so cute.
So she had no help.
We try to do our own little spin on stuff that's been done before. Try to make it original and fun. So, because we try to be original and fun. Maybe we're just fooling ourselves.
Maybe
I
we're
don't
just
know.
fine. I don't know.
I don't know.
Stacy's also joined us tonight, so glad you're here.
Oh, that's my sweet friend.
Oh, is that your friend? Okay.
I love you, Stacy.
Okay.
Thank you for being with us.
Well, yay.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So she knows the real you, huh?
That woman, God bless her.
She
She probably
does.
needs so much therapy. Jesus, she was, through the first marriage. So yeah, enough said. So yeah, she's been through thick and thin. We've known each other for a very long time. I met her when Bree, my 22-year-old, was in kindergarten.
Good God.
Our kids went to the same school together.
They're just not that old, are they?
We're not going to talk about
I know.
it.
We're not going to talk about
it. I'm too young to be this old.
That's right. So anyways, like I said, we're going to do a two-fer tonight. We're going to do the breast cancer awareness, and then we're going to jump over and we're going to make the this one, and this one pumpkins that we made. So we're going to
meaning she.
Oh well, anyways, we're gonna make these on a YouTube special after this. So a lot of people have been asking how I make those, and we'll hop over there
Make
and we'll
extra
do
popcorn.
that one. Yeah, and
an
like I
beverage.
said, last night I did the foam ones on YouTube. So if you're interested in trying a new way to make sweets are so hot this season, and so yeah, they're getting hotter and hotter. So anyways, I've been learning a lot about how to make the sweet treats. The faux treats, or the fakes, whatever, fake bakes. Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
So anyways, been learning a lot about how to make those, and we're going to jump over there and do a little bit of that afterwards. So, ready to get going?
We are.
Okay,
We
all right.
move all this stuff out of the way.
Yep, let's move some stuff out. We'll angle down. Here we go.
And while you are, I bet we need some more clips for that. I was going to say I was going to start making some extra, the ruffles and the cruffles.
Okay, so we're working off of a 14-inch base. I have 8 twist ties on the outside, and we got 6 on the crossbars on the inside. And I'm using 21-inch mesh right here. And we've got a lot of pinks in the sign. So
And that's on purpose. Yes.
I know. And like some of this great ribbon came from Rhonda's Creative Corner. Rhonda's in the house. Whoop, whoop. So, I know. She's got some great stuff. And Rhonda, I love the new kit you just posted. I might have to add that to my cart. You know, the cart that's ever growing always. I think she's finally figured out that she just holds off on shipping because she knows that there's the auction coming on Friday.
We can't resist.
I know. Ooh, I missed the auction last night though, I think. I was so wiped out. Good gosh.
Your video.
Woo,
I could tell that was a
yeah, I know. When Renee calls me,
was
she's
like,
like,
are you okay?
I saw your live last night. You seemed really tired. I'm like, oh, crap.
That's not how I meant it.
Oh, I was like, it was noticeable. I go, I was so wiped out. But I kept telling myself I was going to do that all week. And I knew I wouldn't be able to go to sleep Friday night if I didn't do it. So I went, oh my gosh, it's 9:30 at night. Let's just stink and do it.
We got to get this done.
I know. I wasn't going to be able to sleep if I didn't do it. So I'm making my poofs here. Like I said, it's 21-inch mesh, and I'm making them 11 inches on top. And then I'll add an inch and go 12 on the bottom.
So a little bigger on the bottom than on the top.
Yeah,
I know
that
feeling. I got that equation down.
I got really well. Yeah, that's a COVID bottom right there. Good gravy.
Yeah. So your birthday was earlier in the week.
Yes.
My hubby's birthday, my mom's birthday, God bless her.
Yes.
Her first heavenly birthday was yesterday. And then the hubby's birthday is
It's
tonight.
today,
So
yeah.
you know what? I was trying to give up cake for a week, but it's just
It's
not
not
going to happen. Not this
I know
week.
Reve shows up with a dozen cupcakes on Tuesday night. And I'm like, and she goes, here. I'm like,
I didn't know what you'd like, so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And they were so good.
So my Love her, but when I hate her, and she's all skinny now too. So not that she's always tall, blonde, beautiful. Hate her, but love her. My friend Stacy. People were talking about where the best place was to go to get cupcakes, and I saw several people comment small cakes. I'm like, where's that?
Yeah, I've never been there.
It turns out the hotel that we've been living in for 7 weeks.
Good gracious, they've been taking forever.
Yeah. Anyway, the hotel we've been living in, it's just across from where we are.
Yes, it is right there.
Bad news.
So we go. What night was it that we all went out and had?
Tuesday.
No, but before that was Saturday because we were supposed to do it live Saturday,
true.
and we got distracted by
We went to
Hobby Lobby.
Lobby.
We spent way too much money, but
Well.
and then we both decided we needed tacos. So there was Torchy's tacos, and then she goes, "Oh, Small Cakes is right behind it. Let's go try Small Cakes." I'm like, "Okay," and then we go over to Small Cakes, and they had no cake.
They had sold out.
They had ice cream, but there were no cakes.
They had their cakes, and they made more cake, and then they sold out of that.
And I'm like, what
same cake is life.
Good gosh. But I'm a cake snob.
Oh.
Are you a cake snob? Like, I can't eat just any cake. If I'm going to risk...
I wish I could say that. I don't know. Unfortunately, I guess I'm not a snob.
If I'm going to take in the calories...
Buttercream is life.
It has to have buttercream.
Yeah, it's got to have
I can't do the whipped frosting.
I don't like that
stuff.
so much.
Nope. That's why I talk about being a snob. And, I mean, like, nothing but cake. Hello. Yeah, it's the dense cake. I love the dense cake. Those cupcakes you got, those were dense.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
But
they're
real
still
good.
moist, and
They were dense and good.
I can't say I love sprinkles. I've had sprinkles cupcakes.
I don't like sprinkles.
I don't think I'm a snob, but I don't love those. Those are
They're too sweet.
They're very heavy.
They're heavy.
Super heavy.
I can't, I mean, they don't like my body.
Yeah.
And my body doesn't like them.
Either way.
Yeah, it revolts afterwards.
Oh.
That creme de la creme.
No, that's a problem.
Creme de la creme. Oh, it's a bakery right out here in Fort Worth.
Don't do it. You'll never go back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They use a lot of dark chocolate, so they're not super over the top sweet, but they're
I've never had anything
the
from
buttercream.
Have you had the blackberry? Whatever. Oh gosh, it's so good.
The cake, the white cake with the blackberry filling.
That's
Oh, no.
Several members of my family, that's their favorite, and I get that at Christmas time because yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Lisa has jumped in and she said howdy.
Hey, Lisa.
Well, not technically howdy,
Well,
but
it's all good.
Yep.
It's all good.
And then Cindy has always jumped on as well.
Love Cindy.
Yeah.
Way to go.
So I think someone was asking if Cindy was new. Is this a new Cindy?
We have several Cindys. We have several Cindys.
I grew up being like one of 3 in all my classes being a Kim. Kim was so popular back then. And I bet nobody was a Reve.
No one is ever a Reve.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well,
and then
it's never Reve. It's always Revy.
Revy.
Or Revy. I had a pilot.
That's why Siri says
Rover a few times.
Oh, that's not good.
So it's, we go with the flow with the Reve part. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, our music's getting weird.
I don't know. I don't know.
Reve's been researching music, the
fun
kind that we can play. What is it called when it's royalty free, so we don't get in trouble on Facebook for playing it. But we were like, we have to have music. We're both,
We're trying to come up with some fun themes for the background.
That's right. And so, anyways,
I'm not feeling some of it.
I know we found that one, and we're like, oh yeah, that's kind of a groove. We like that. And then the next one was, I don't know, that was kind of weird. That was funny.
Yeah. Oh, this one's called Make It Real.
Woo! I thought at first you said naked.
Oh, well.
I was like, girl,
no.
We don't want naked and real.
That would be so much therapy right there. I don't even want to. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Can't afford that.
Woo!
Gosh.
Maybe it's because we're doing breast cancer awareness. That's where our brains went. I don't know. I posted the picture of for the pumpkins tutorial afterwards, and I looked at her and go, those look like, like Tata's tea, dear. She's like, it's a thing tonight. Oh my gosh. So like I said, we did 11 inches on the top, and we're doing 12 inches on the bottom.
Yep.
Okay, so Cindy says she's new and that Rhonda sent out invites. Oh, awesome.
That's so sweet.
Thanks, Rhonda, for sharing with us.
This is so nice. So, and thank you for being with us, because we certainly do appreciate it.
Yep, we're in Rhonda's circle, and
She says sprinkle.
yes,
I love that. That's
I
too
do
cute.
too. So we're both in Rhonda's circle, and we're going to her retreat next week.
Right.
We're so we will not be live next. We will not be live next week. Well, we might, but we'll be in Houston.
We
So
could probably do a quick.
I bet we could.
A little quick something. Hey.
Yeah, I know.
To all 4 of our fans.
Woohoo!
And crickets.
I know. We can have fun. We could do that in Houston. So I cut this at 4 inches, and then I just tuck it right there at
It's
the
so
end.
cute.
Yeah.
It's nice and full and fluffy.
So there we are. So this is a 14 inch. This is a Dollar Tree frame, and look how big we got that. So kind of nice. All right, and so we now have. This is that basket. Okay, that's fine. This is a basket weave mesh. I cut it at 19 inches, and then Reve has ruffled it up, and we're going to put this in.
We love this stuff.
We love this
and
stuff.
she has it like in every color, so that's bad.
Yeah.
So.
And so it is bad, isn't it? And so we alternate and just put, and it really stretches. If you don't put it in every twist tie, you can actually stretch it and use it quite a bit. So this one behind us, we have it in the right here.
You can even
turquoise.
see it.
Yeah, the turquoise on the edges.
Just popping out here and there.
I just pulled that and I undid it. I guess I need to twist it another time. So.
And how long did you cut these?
19.
Okay, you said that right.
Yep, that's okay.
And is it the same for this one too?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So, and then we did the woodland ruffle / cruffle with this right here. So this is the mesh that's, I think I got this at Rhonda's suit. It's the clear with the pink.
Good stuff.
She does have the good stuff. And so we're just going to alternate every other one. And you know what? We got to cut the ribbons too.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no. No.
Well, when you sit around and wait for me to get done, all day.
Well, we were having a lot of fun. I was playing with the
me all
the
of her
foam
stuff.
and all that stuff. So
we have all these cute ideas coming up for kits and stuff.
we've got 3 kits ready to go. We've got all the materials. Just came in for 3 kits. We gotta figure out when we're gonna
just
do those. I know.
Just do it, and especially now that school started back for you again.
Ugh.
And she's a teacher.
Good gracious. And our school board just voted on Thursday night, and the black we're just ruffling up the middle. Yeah. I never curl this stuff because I really want all of this, the basket weave, to really be seen. So, and it's got that plastic in it, almost kind of like a black trash bag.
Yeah.
So it's got all the black in it, and it's real. It's got really good shape to it, so it's real thick.
It's nice.
But yeah, so our school board voted we were supposed to go back face to face on the 8th, September 8th, and they just voted the other night to postpone it to the 21st. So we got 2 more weeks.
Oh, here.
Oh, thanks. But then they said, but even then, when we do go back, we've only got 40% of our kids coming back face to face.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So in Arlington, it's different. It's the reverse.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they've got 60 going back and 10%, and then 40 staying home. Where ours is 60 staying home, 10 going. So
how weird.
It is really weird. And then I found something else. I was talking with someone. Yeah, yesterday, and they were talking about PCA, private school.
Yeah.
And that how, I want to say, I think 60 new families joined this private school because they wanted to go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that helped them out. That's cool.
Yeah.
COVID, I swear, it's kind of feast or famine. It hasn't been bad for everybody, and especially if you're a contractor, heaven forbid you've got more business and you even know what to do with.
Right.
But I think it just depends on what you're doing and where you're at. Now, the aviation industry, not so much.
Right. Okay, so on this one right here, we're doing the woodland ruffle on this guy right here. So we're rolling up 3 times on one end and we clip it. I use the little Dollar Tree clips right here. And then we roll up 3 on the other side and then ruffle in between. And you can either put your curls up or your curls down. It looks more like a ruffle when you do it this way, but we want the whimsiness of the curls. So we're putting them up tonight.
We like whimsy.
We like whimsy.
We're very whimsy.
Yep.
Whimsy.
Yeah, I stole
Love
them all.
these.
I know, I was hoarding them all. Well, I have a ton of them over there. They're just buried in the room, so they're just buried. It's so bad. I know.
It's so good. Yeah.
So, anyways.
We need a holiday something. So we can
I know.
sell some of this stuff.
Oh, I know. We do. We need a craft show like bad.
Orkin's Wreath room is blowing up.
We really need a craft show bad. But at the same time, yesterday, and I don't want to jinx myself, but yesterday, the Etsy store was quiet.
Really?
And I was like, oh, hallelujah. Just because
It's
I've got to get the college classes figured out. I still haven't figured out that piece because their technologies, they don't do any training or anything like that. So it's like you're on your own trying to figure it out. And it's just, that piece hasn't worked really well. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I got to do it this weekend. I got to figure it out. No more excuses. I got to get it done this weekend.
Crafting.
I know. No more crafting. Put it down. So I was so happy when the Etsy store was quiet. Well, it was a day.
Well, for a day.
For a day.
For a whole day. But for you,
So,
that's
for a day. It was just a reprieve for a day. It was just nice. Yeah. I was like, oh, yes, it's quiet.
Just, you know.
I know. It was a good problem.
Valentine's wreath today.
I didn't have to make a Valentine's wreath today, so it was a good problem to have. I tell you, it was.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And didn't you just recently sell a 4th of July wreath too?
Yep, I sold a 4th of July. I sold a Valentine.
You just never know.
Nope. And then I sold some Christmas ones, and they were a design I had done last year. And I sell multiples, but Goofball Me ran out of one of the daggum ribbons, and then it was discontinued. So,
oh, no.
Of course, I went online to find it, and you never
300%
find it for
more.
300% more. And I found it. Well, they shipped it through the UP, United States Postal Service.
Death.
Death by the Postal Service. And so, 16 days later, after I filed for 2 searches, I got them. And luckily, the customer was super, super nice. And
Understand.
well, it was for Christmas.
Were we going to keep this one open since it's right next to this one?
No, I always put the mesh in to keep it, the height up, but we just don't put the ribbons.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't spend the extra thing for the ribbon. And I toyed with whether or not putting like a white or a pink, a hot pink in here, but I really like this. I think it's pretty good.
I think it looks good.
I do too.
We can make it work.
Okay, so now we need to pop ribbons.
That's true. Know which ribbons? I know we need these 3 for sure.
Those 3 and then the black right there.
Okay.
That one was part of one of the big 50-yard rolls.
Gotcha.
And I think
we go through a lot of this.
Yes, we do. And I think the roll imploded.
Well,
So I just kind of did it like that way. So here's what we have. Isn't it cute?
Oh,
Connie's in the house. Hey, Connie.
Connie, thanks for being with us.
Welcome to Friday night.
That is awesome. Okay,
Anyways, I really like
that. Put these at
12.
12. I don't know why.
And I have this
thingy. Yeah, I was like, I don't know why I'm not using
Yeah. There you go.
I'll do this.
If you want to cut those, then I'll
Okay.
I'll definitely. So nice when you have 2 hands.
Right.
Whoop, whoop. One more.
Sometimes we need seams too.
Right. I didn't think that when I ordered this. So Ron, she goes, "Y'all want some? Anybody want any, animal prints?" And I'm like, "Yes, in all caps and stuff." And I think I bought like 3 of each one she got. And I toyed with, am I going to use this one? And I really did think I was, because I was pink. But I'm not a big pink person. But then.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Oh, you're fine. And then all of a sudden I sat there and was like, oh my gosh, cancer awareness, this is like perfect. So I love that.
So yeah, when that came in, you had that sign made.
I know, and it just kind of, it's all perfect.
It happens for a reason.
Yep. There you go.
That was 6.
Okay.
We'll do this one.
Yeah. I love this ribbon too. This came out this year, and it was in, oh my gosh, they have it with a burlap back. I think Rhonda did a ribbon kit, and I got that from her too.
So cute.
Yep.
I didn't realize this was metallic until you opened it.
Yeah, isn't it cute?
Surprise!
Woohoo!
Yeah, I love it even
I
more.
know, that's why I liked it.
Mm.
I know. I didn't know if we needed to put a gold in the bow too.
Maybe.
Maybe. Did you do 6 of that one?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Do 7 on those.
Okay.
We always leave one. There's 14 ties on when we use the Dollar Tree wreath frame, and there's 14. Okay, I cannot get these matched up on the ends. Sorry. So we always leave one open because that's where the bow goes. You don't want to waste.
Nobody's gonna see it.
Right. It'll be hidden underneath it.
And you know what's really hidden is when you make 3 big huge bows.
Yeah, right. Then I'd leave several ties
really don't
open.
understand that.
Right. I would leave
pretty,
several ties
but-
open. I know some people do that, and then you can't see the mesh anymore. I'm a big mesh. I like to see the mesh. I think the mesh is pretty, especially if you spend a whole lot of time making the mesh. I mean, doing all those techniques to get it a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah, and we like good mesh.
Yes. Except for that one we got that was,
kinda-
yeah. We got some stuff from Sims that went so great.
You know, every once in a while.
It's kind of thin. We've been using some of the newer meshes they've been carrying at Hobby Lobby. And we
Not
used one on
bad.
this one, right here, that one. Because they have a little bit of the plastic in them, the rubber thing, whatever. And they're kind of thick. They're nice.
Yeah, I have to say, I do like those.
Yep, I do too.
I think Hobby Lobby is starting to notice that,
I mean, they still have their yucky thin mesh.
you know,
You just have to cut it twice as long. I was in a buying the other day. I needed a red with a khaki in it. And so I would, I'd go to Hobby Lobby and I
you
grabbed
gotta
it.
do what you gotta do.
And so I just cut, normally I cut those 19 inches, and I think I cut them like 28, so they'd be thick enough.
Just so you don't have to
Right.
do it.
So to dovetail, fold it in half lengthwise. Some people start at the fold and go out. I start at the point and go to the fold. And it's just habit.
And I always just cut to the edge.
Yep. Do you do it the other way?
I do it in the middle. and
Yeah,
cut to
yeah.
the
See,
edge.
you do it that way. I go the other way. And if I were to do it every time I try to do it the other way, I always ended up with like a square edge down here sometimes. I don't know.
Well,
why.
sometimes I make arrows.
Well, see,
You know, that's happened. That's happened.
arrows.
If that's all that happens,
Oh,
we're
I know,
good.
right?
Especially for Renee, because
Sure.
it's
Yeah. Arrows are good.
love the arrows.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
They're good.
Yeah, we can make it work.
We can make it work. Shoot that poison arrow. I really like this. Okay. All right, so we got our force, so we can. I know, right? We haven't heard that song forever,
Oh my
have you?
gosh.
And it's now in your head.
It is now. Thank you so
You're
much
so
for
welcome.
that. That's
I'm
awesome.
glad I could help.
You really did. Love it.
Woohoo.
Love, love.
Okay, so
Wanna
that
put
with the
these
black.
two? Oh.
No, I don't put 2 cheetahs together.
Cheetahs and cheetahs.
No cheetah.
Cheetah. Yeah, cheetah.
Oh. Okay, so we're going to go like that. There they go. All right, so yours go in the pink, mine go in the black.
That would make a lot of sense. All right.
I know I didn't have to explain that to you, but just.
It's
So,
all good.
and we both fold ours differently too.
Yes.
I fold mine back to find.
I make a sandwich.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that fun?
see, doesn't matter. That's what's so awesome about this. They still look super cute. You can do whatever you want to do, and then find the middle.
And
Pinch,
the pinch.
and the pinch, pinch, and then the tail. Oops, maybe. Got all the way. Stick 'em in.
And then just put them in there, twist your ties 3 times.
We usually start on the outside. We don't know why. Really? Just seems like the thing to do.
Yeah. It just kind of happens.
That's how it goes. Okay.
And with this one having a direction on it, make sure you kind of put them on there. I mean, one side will be upside down, but just kind of make sure they're consistent all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah, the other day when we were we did a live.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention and
Yeah, I don't remember what ribbon we were using,
don't
but
know.
I was the witch.
Oh, that's true. Yep. We'll
Oh,
go
that
back and
witch
fix the
kid's
little
so
legs.
cute.
Yes.
Oh, so cute. And it took, what, 2 or 3 days before I listed in the shop.
That's
Yeah,
so funny.
my bad.
You've had some stuff going on.
I know, but it's sad when people are going, I don't find it in your shop.
I'm
And I'm like,
sorry.
"Dang."
Yeah.
Like, that is not good. That is not good.
This is where Ray would come in for technical help, but oh my lord. You probably don't really. I can promise you, I don't think I'd be much of a help.
It's just been...
I will say though, there's somebody in the world that knows technology less than I do. The contractor that Tom's working for does not have a clue how to text. Get a text,
What?
send a text.
What?
Yeah, and his business, he lives on his phone.
What?
Yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
He asked me for something like, I texted it to you. To tile or whatever it was. And he goes, well, I don't know how to do that. I was
What?
like, dude.
How do you not?
I don't know.
How can you have a business and not do...
This makes me feel really good. Yeah, so he had Tom over there the other day. Tom's like, you need to look in your phone.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's kind of funny. I was like, okay, this just makes me feel so much better about myself.
That is just weird.
I'm not technology gifted, for sure.
Boy, I've had to learn so fast
you
here
have.
lately. Because when
Parents,
I'm at
students,
work,
kids.
yeah, when I'm at school, I have a second monitor up. I went and bought a second monitor so I could see better. So I've got this big old monitor over here. I've got my laptop here. I've got an iPad here. I've got my cell phone here. And I kid you not, when you're going live on a Zoom and you've got all these kids reporting in and you're trying to find kids and you're doing all this stuff and everything's blowing up, your phone's ringing over here. Oh, it is just... And you're constant. Just
that would send me into a tailspin.
Okay, I need you to go here. Go on, click on this. Go on here. Some high school. Click on this. We're getting ready to do a quiz. Do you have your notes out? Are you ready to go? Here we go. Here's the code. Here we go. And it's just constant. And I'm like going, okay, who's not here yet? And I'm looking through the list.
That'd
I'm like,
me.
Does anybody know where, Xavier is? Can somebody find a Xavier?
Xavier, raise your hand.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm messaging and I'm looking at all these people and I'm like, you're going to miss a quiz. Come on.
He's lost.
It is a mess.
He's already having his lunch and it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, but I tell you, the kids are doing so good. They're working so well. And
that's awesome.
And we just sit there and sometimes, it's kind of good because the kids that are really bright, they can log off. After a certain part of the lesson, they can log off because I've already pre-recorded a lot of it, and they just go.
That's awesome.
And so the kids who need the extra help, they're not intimidated to ask questions in front of.
There's pluses and minuses to everything, but I could see where this would be really awesome for that. Yeah,
and it's been really nice. So the ones that actually need help are not shy now about asking for it. And so that piece of it's been really nice. And they're finding their voice. And
that's great.
It's real sweet.
That's awesome. Yeah. Kim, this is turning out so
Isn't
cute.
It cute.
Look how cute.
I know.
I love all these colors.
I do too.
I have to reevaluate for just a moment.
Oh, I know. I really like this too. We toyed with a lot of different colors. I had my daughter out and I was like, what do you think of this? And she's like, oh, it's too much of that. Okay. Well, what do you think of that?
Yeah. Just like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Bailey is we're in Hobby Lobby. Bailey, we forgot this. Can you go grab that?
Yes. We were in line ready to check out. Or this doesn't have a price on it. Can you go run?
It's
the third row over here on the end cap.
Yeah.
But she's just looking at me
just
like,
walk over 2 miles over there.
How do you know? She has that look at me like, Mother, how do you know exactly where that is?
I just do.
And I'm like, well, So on top, we're making the X's on top, and on the bottom, we kind of went over that. We fan them out, and we alternate, fats or skinny fat. COVID, before COVID, after in COVID, before COVID.
Right.
Girl, I'm talking me too. You just hush your mouth.
Oh,
I am totally in that equation.
Oh God.
Yeah, I went on to put work pants on the other day. That wasn't happening.
Yeah.
The work pants did not
go that way. Yep.
Yep, that was depressing.
Well, okay, so Tom's birthday's today, so after today, I'm going to be good. Maybe after tomorrow.
No, after we're in Houston.
Oh, that's true.
I know. I thought about that.
See,
Right?
okay, people, this is what keeps happening. This is not my fault. I'm starting to realize this is not my fault.
I know. It's everybody else's schedule.
It's just
making,
that, okay, you're right. We can't possibly be good.
No, we can't be good in Houston. I know. I know.
Oh, well. Sounds good. Sounds good.
You know what?
Sounds like we'll be good.
We need one more set of ribbons. Oh, I see where it is. Okay, never mind. I got it. I'm on it.
Gotcha.
Yep. That's super pretty.
That is cute. Maybe there's a hidden ribbon.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking.
She originally, she felt nervous about that. She said that was, she liked her sparkle, but she felt nervous about mixing the pinks.
Oh,
but I like it.
I love it.
I do too.
Oh my
I thought it
gosh.
was cute. I thought it really.
That's what makes it pop.
I know. I gotta put this one down below
It's
because.
I did it. Is that?
No, I was skipping around and.
Got you.
Yep, and I forgot to say.
We got excited.
Oh no.
We do that.
I know. Because the ribbon's so stinking cute.
They are really
well, and the mesh is cute, and I love the basket weave, and just all super cute.
Too many things. So what's everybody doing today? Thank you guys again for joining us.
If you're in Texas, you're sweating.
Yes, this is so true.
Good gracious. That's why the hairs and the ponytail, I cannot stand for it on my neck when it's this stinking
I
hot.
tried to look cute today, but that all fell.
Well, it was 107 yesterday when I got off of work.
My car's a 108.
See, crazy. It's too stinking hot.
Too.
Oh, thanks, Shay. She said it was pretty. It was gorgeous.
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 Like
gorgeous.
We like it.
I like it
I
too.
like all the colors.
I like it because it doesn't look
It's
like
different.
your traditional
No.
breast cancer awareness. Now, I did buy, I was telling Reve, I bought 10 of the, what are they called? The awareness.
Those, it's like a wishbone.
Yeah, but it's called something. I don't
don't
remember
know.
what the name of it is. But anyways, you know, the crossover thing.
Traditional.
Yeah, so I bought wreath forms. I have 10 of those. And
I've never done one like that.
I haven't either, so I got to play with it. And if I can figure out how it looks, if I can make it look well and not look ridiculous, it's a true thing. I'll create a kit out of it. So do we want this on this side and the bow here, or do we want this here and the bow here?
I guess here in the bow here.
But see, I didn't want to cover that up. So if it were here, I don't want to risk the bow covering it.
Right.
Do you think?
I think it'll be okay.
Do you think,
I'll
or
just
should
have to
we?
use a little restraint.
Or do we need to go this way and put the bow here? What do you think?
Gosh, I don't know. I think either way. Can you, Nate? I don't think you can mess it up.
I don't think you can mess
You
it up.
really can't.
I just don't want that to. Let's go this way. We haven't done one this side.
Let's do
in a
something
really long
different.
time.
I know we always do kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And then we're gonna be. I'll put together a couple of these. So I got these at Hobby Lobby. These are last year Hobby Lobby, or
Well, they have them, I think, this year too.
yeah, they might be at home too. I can't remember which
At
box.
home
Like
probably actually has a better selection.
yeah, and then these are, you know how Hobby Lobby has that whole section on the little
mini trees.
the mini trees.
Which we have an awesome idea for one of those.
Oh yeah, Reve's working on that one. So anyways, we just wired those three together, and we'll put these in a bundle. We'll put these in bundles around here. So, all right.
And I guess while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make the
Yeah.
bow. And I will start with this black, but I guess I'll just do a funky bow.
I like the
Seems to
funky
be what I
bows.
do.
I like the funky bow.
Me too. I'm going to make my tail probably 13 inches. Yeah, we'll do 13-inch tail.
I'm gonna reach. Pardon me. Okay, so I'm gonna lift this up a little bit so you can watch Reve make the bow just a little bit higher.
So I made my 13-inch tail. And I'm just using
I'm gonna
this
actually
mat.
scooch
Actually
over.
has you know, the inch marks on it, so measurements.
And you know what? Here, I'm gonna move this too so they can
Oh,
see
yeah.
better.
So
That
there
might
you go.
help.
So I measured my tail, about 13 inches. Well, there we go. That's 13 inches. I got an inch too short. So measure that, and then I'm gonna take from the bottom of my, or the top of my tail, because that's the bottom, From there, I'm going to measure 12 inches and bring it to the back and crimp in the middle.
I thought you were going to say cram.
Crimp, whatever you can do. Oh, look at that.
I was at the...
Yeah, I love that. So guess what? That's right where I'm going to
You
cut
cut it, right?
So that's going to help. There we go.
You know, I was just thinking today when I was cutting some ribbon for kits and stuff, I was sitting there thinking, I haven't seen that. You know, like sometimes you cut ribbon for kits, and it's like every stinking bolt has it. And I hadn't seen one in a while. And of course I jinxed it.
So here we are.
But
that's okay.
That's all right.
We can make it work. So I made my first bunny ear going on top. So that's what you get. It's just one loop with a long tail and a shorter tail. So this one, I'm going to make my shorter tail go this way. And I'm going to alternate back and forth. So I'm going to make a shorter tail here and measure out my 12 inches. Bring it to the back.
These are fuzzy.
They're fuzzy. I love
fuzzy
those.
balls.
Well, you know. You don't let that go.
I know.
I don't know what to say. So there you go. So
what was the sitcom with Saturday Night Live? Sweaty Balls.
Yeah. Balls.
I still feel like we're those two women from Vermont.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Steam muffins. Oh my gosh.
Alec Baldwin can come and stop in any day
it's fine.
if he wants to.
It's fine. Yeah. It's okay. We can make that work
somehow.
Right. And
this one's missing one of those two.
Add in a little bit. So I'm going to go back up to the front. So I'm going to add in another black ribbon. I always make these tails a little bit longer. I don't know why.
For the 1.5?
1.5 inch, because you can furl them.
Ribbon.
I know, I think it's pretty cute.
I like that ribbon.
So I'm going to make this guy a little bit long. And then take my 12 inches. Actually, I'm going to make this guy 10 inches. I'm going to make this a little bit different. Pinch it in the middle. Like that. Make my little tile and my little, ooh, scissors.
Oh, those are the long ones. Woo! Those annoy me.
They're very long.
I know. I got those at Aldi for one of our wreath our wreath party things.
Oh, that's fun.
And some of them were good. I'm going to reach in your pocket.
Sure.
Oh. Some were, so this is how these come from Hobby Lobby. You get like 9. Some of them were, ooh.
I think we got to do it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got all of our colors in
I
it.
know. There you go.
Here. Alright. So we're going to make this guy pink. So let's see. Because we just made this loop going on top. So I'm going to make this one down here. Take the pink. Do this. Measure out our 12 inches. Bring it to the back. Crimp it. Twist. Pull it sharp. There we go.
Take your finger off.
I know, right? Gosh, maybe yours too if you think.
I'm going to reach across so you have this one too.
Yes. So I'll do that one next.
So I love this one.
Love it. We like our leopard.
And it was so hard to find for a while, and now it's becoming a little bit easier.
Still not awesome to find, but it is coming. It's.
I bought this. This is from last year's stock,
right,
so
same. Wanda had some this year, and my lord, I bought all she had.
I did too. Bought in every color, multiple rolls.
Yes, you have to. Or it's gone.
You do, or it's gone. So while Reve's doing that, I am doing a.
Well, Marlon's wrestling the world out. Do you remember that? Sorry, I don't know where that came from. It just popped out.
So we love the different sizes of the balls, and so
I love the balls.
Sorry. We're being bad. Sorry, we're 5 years. We're second grade boys.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, anyways, I just put these all together. Put them in clumps. So this is a clumps of 3. I know it's just bad. So, anyways, I know Rhonda and Kalia are going to have to separate us next week.
But we don't get to sit
I
together.
know. They're not going to let us sit together because we're going to be just way
horrible.
I know. They'll be going, can y'all be quiet, please?
Stop. You're distracting
we're trying to teach you.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, oh, this is so cool.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. And we'll start dancing. And yeah, we're going to get in trouble. I
think it's going to happen.
We have to sit in the back. But I want to see.
But they're going to look for us. Rhonda knows what we look like.
I know.
Kalia doesn't know us. But poor Rhonda knows who we are.
Kalia doesn't know us. So.
I don't think she's going to be able. We're not going to be able to pull the wool.
I don't either. We're not going to be able to be sneaky. I mean, we're going to get in trouble. They're going to like kick us to yeah. We're going to get timed out.
Y'all need to move. Yes, we're going to so much.
We're going to separate us.
Talking in class.
We are. We're going to get separated.
Probably.
I hope they have microphones so we can talk over.
Yes! I see you over there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Kim, did you get that? Yeah, I'm just screaming.
Did you write that down?
Did you get that? Did you write it down? Yeah. Oh, Lord.
You're going to be in so much trouble.
We're already going to be exiled from coming. We're going to be like, just don't show up.
I know.
Just don't show up.
And I really like that.
Thank you.
I always like your buddies. They're so fun.
You're always so fun.
They're awesome.
Really fun.
And I love the touch of the metallic. We always try to put a little metallic in there somewhere.
That's a real problem.
I know, we were looking at the wreath and we were going to put stuff together, and Hervé goes over immediately to the flowers and starts pulling flowers. And I was like, those are really pretty.
I wasn't really going to do that.
And I was like, do you think we need flowers?
I don't know.
Do you think maybe we can see the balls?
Okay, I got to do another hope. Got to do another hope.
Yep, I love that one.
Of course, herein lies our issue.
What?
It's right side up this way, but if I go this way...
But can you not fold it differently so that way it gets right side up? Like, go backwards, do the short part first?
I will do another black one this way, and then I can do it
there you go.
on that side.
Okay.
So
I always just flip the fold and figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention so the long end is right side up when it comes down. You know who we're missing tonight?
Who?
Cheryl,
that's right. When you said that, I was like,
I know.
That's right.
I bet she has a date. I bet she has a date with her husband or something. I know. She better have a date. No, right. You're getting ready to have a date?
I am going to have a date with my birthday boy.
I know.
I love that.
I'm going to have a date with my son. He came in this weekend.
Woo!
I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. He's been away at college.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. I'm pretending he came in for my birthday. He did call me on my birthday.
I know he did. I was there.
You were there. I
was there.
So I'm pretending that's
what that was.
He probably just had to wash his clothes.
See.
Which he washes his own clothes.
That's awesome, though.
He's really good. He has since he was like in junior high.
Love that.
Because he always needed, he would sweat through so many of his tennis clothes, and I'm like, I'm not touching those.
Yeah,
here's how you do laundry.
It's done.
Yeah, oh, those are smelling.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're doing that.
Yep. So little 13, 14-year-old boys, woo! Yeah,
how does that happen?
I think it's just boys and
general.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because our classrooms, you know, I used to get busted all the time in my class because I kept those. I wouldn't even do the candleless. Oh, what are those? Scentsy
things.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that. I had a little warming pad and the candle on there, and I even quit doing that because they were talking about it. So I would use the Airwick plugins or the Glade plugins and do that. And I found this one that smelled like a Jolly Rancher, and the kids loved it. They loved coming in. Because sometimes you would get a kid in from PE and you're just like, and I mean, you don't want to embarrass the kid, and so, but you need to smell nice. But I used to always get, on certain weekends, they would have someone come in and do an energy audit. Like if you had, like if you had a contraband refrigerator in, little under your desk, or if you had a contraband microwave in your classroom, you would get tagged or something like that. Well, I had those too. But I never I did get busted for one of those one time.
A little bit. Just a little busted.
Yeah, well, because we didn't have a refrigerator. It was like really, really far away. It was on the other side of the building. And
That's tough.
by the time you went over there and got it out of there, you were late to class. So, anyways.
So now,
That's so
are we
pretty.
good?
Yeah, that's good.
And look, I got this. I did it.
You did do it. Look
I
at
just
you go.
reversed.
Of course you did it.
I just reversed it. Do we need one more pink? Solid.
Maybe.
Okay, one more
Okay.
pink solid, and I'll do it this way.
So, anyways, I would put these air wicks in, and I would get all these little nasty notes saying I violated air
I
quality.
feel like there's worse things
I
in life.
violated the air quality.
So did the kid.
In
after
case
PE.
someone who had allergies, and now I totally am sympathetic to that because I have horrendous allergies. Actually, one time I even lost my voice because I smelled something and I was so allergic to it. So I get that, but if I can tolerate it, I think it's okay.
I mean,
Airwick is okay.
it's not a.
Unless somebody told me. I mean, I would undo
somebody
it.
with a skunk.
I know, but everybody that came in would always be like, "This Beckmo, your room smells so good," and it was just a happy
And
place.
it's math, because there's nothing happy about math. So.
That is untrue. Whack, whack, whack.
I know. I'm going to get detention for this.
You are going to get
I'm
detention.
Sorry. But, you know.
Don't forget to put that in there. too.
Yes, because I
Okay.
do that frequently. I'll let you.
Oh, let's go do that.
Okay. Some semblance of it's in there. Okay, then we pull tight.
Woo woo. Now we're going to go see Wreaths by Mary too, aren't we?
That's true. My gosh, we got
And we got craft.
media,
and
craft
craft
tags.
Not that we could afford anything there, but
we're gonna
I
go
did-
walk through.
I did go on their site to look because I never even looked because I heard it was so out of my because I heard it's so out of my price range. But yeah, I did look and I was like, ooh, it kind of reminded me of Decorator's Warehouse.
Yeah, see, we live close to that, which is not good.
Yeah.
So,
But they at least run sales every now and then.
They
However,
do.
though, I haven't gotten any emails. Have you?
I have gotten one.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was.
I think
Something
I'm off
was
the
on
email
sale.
list. I think I need to renew my email list or something.
You always find me there than I do, but
Yeah.
yes, it's true.
Yeah, it's less than a mile away from our house.
Bad news.
So that was scary.
Very bad news.
Do any of you guys pin your ribbon after you use it? Am I the only OCD one that does that?
I do now, thanks to you. So,
Yep, I have to. I don't like it loose. I don't know why.
loosey-goosey.
So I invest in a lot of straight pins. Girl!
Okay, we got to dovetail the ends, but that's my ribbon.
Ah,
There we
look
go.
at her bow.
That's
Look at her
my
bow.
I mean, my bow.
I knew what you
I
meant.
said my ribbon.
Look at that. Oh!
That's it.
So pretty. Okay.
I'll start dovetailing.
All right. I love this
No
wreath.
doves were harmed in the
This
making of the
wreath is so
tails.
pretty.
It's so cute. It really is. It's
Yes.
original.
It's really pretty.
Over there.
All right. So we're going to put this guy here. Where's that sign?
Sign
But I was going to say
there.
after.
So cute.
that's so
Cute.
cute. Do we lock it there or do we lock it there?
I thought we were going to change it up because we always do the ribbon.
Yeah.
It seems like we always. Oh, it came undone.
Woo! Okay, so we're gonna go that way. We got the pile. Got the pile of ribbon.
We know what we're
Okay,
doing. We have
and
a
then
plan.
We have a plan.
We have a plan.
Got a plan, Stan.
Have a decoy boy. Oh my gosh.
You caught it. You got my. Whoops, sorry.
Yep.
You caught my.
Sad but true.
I know. Do we like that one?
Ooh, just see that off the end of the table.
Oh, I've been throwing
We
chunking
always
it right
like
off the
them.
table.
I mean, it matches perfectly.
Yeah, but or do we want that one to pop? What is that?
We like both.
I like that one better. Okay.
Gotta do the cheetah.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of switching out one of the hot pinks for the light pink. But I
Oh,
think-
got you. I just threw. I don't even know what I was doing.
But see,
We
that
don't
just
have to
that
keep
looks
that.
kind of boring.
Yeah.
Whereas that looks. Whoa!
Yeah,
Okay.
only different sizes.
Yeah.
Did we like the sign here? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I kind of liked it over there. What do you think?
Like that, and kind of maybe turned a little.
Ooh, I like that.
I do too.
So are you thinking this just right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do that, and then we'll stick this. Maybe.
Maybe.
Put this tighter towards the middle. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Always trying to find the middle frame. Always tie to the middle frame so things will stay.
So on the sign, we use cable tie mounts, And we stick them because it is 107 degrees in Texas, and hot glue will melt in Texas. Yeah, so we can't use just hot glue. Everything we ever make on our wreaths, we have to tie it in.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we'll sit there if we're putting in florals and it's not in a tie thing, you have to wrap pipe cleaners around it to get it so you could tie it onto the wreath form. Because
It's true.
I mean, you can take a chance of someone getting your wreath and it all falling off. You just can't risk it. So
we do hot glue, but we also always tie everything down, wire everything in.
Yep.
I guess that's the word I was looking for.
Yep.
We do E6000 and hot glue.
Yep, a lot of times.
Most of the time.
Right.
Just to be sure. We always
so that's what we with the cable tie mounts, and if you ever get a kit from us, we'll put cable tie mounts in there, and we always suggest you use the E6000 underneath it, and then the other stuff too, just because if you're shipping to anywhere in the hot climates, they're gonna need
we're gonna have to have the extra.
Yep.
A little extra help. It is true. I like how this corner just sort of wound up being near the leopard. I love that. So. All right, then we're going to go back and dovetail our ends so they look pretty and finished. That's a personal preference, and I always pick those up.
Are they the pinking shears?
I just don't know why I do that.
That's so funny.
I always pick those up. This music, I'm not sure.
I know it's kind of what
I don't know how I feel about this music. Yeah, we're trying to come up with some fun things, but I don't really know how fun this is.
That's
I'm not
right.
sure.
It's
I'm not sure if I'm feeling fun.
It's
something.
It's something.
It is something.
Or you got the big old claw ones on.
Woo!
Woo woo!
Stand back.
That's right.
She's serious with these scissors. That's cute.
That really is.
Love.
I really like it too.
These two like that.
All right, so here's what we've got so far. We'll come this way so you guys can see. Look how pretty that is. That looks so good.
It's cute.
So this doesn't look like just your average, pink and white.
There's a little bit of character to it.
Yeah, I like the little bit of
it's
depth
just a little
to
different.
it. Yeah, I do too.
We like a little different. Because we are a little different. Hence the twisted grapevines. It's so funny how we came up with that.
Yep.
We're having a margarita. First of all.
That margarita's always
always
unfortunately.
to help us creatively.
Yes.
I don't know what that means, but it does. And it's so funny. She's like twisted grapevines, and we both just died laughing because we both immediately got it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
True story.
Okay, so we've got 3 of these groupings.
Okay.
Where are you thinking about seeing them?
Just wherever there could possibly be
I'm
a
gonna
little
actually
blank spot.
move this ginormous. So
It is very pretty.
oh, and don't let me forget, I've got to show you a new sign I got today too.
Good boy.
I know. So, anyways, if you guys, let's lift this guy up. Okay. If you didn't see our live last time, is it coming up? There it is.
Is that enough?
There.
Let me take this. I'll put this
Wow.
over here with the file.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. Oh yeah. So that was the wreath we made the other night. That was crazy. That thing is gorgeous. Did you put the thing on there? Oh. All right. So make your tie. Just use pipe cleaner, and then just tie it to your base. I go through 2 rows and twist it around. It's always nice when it hits a crossbar, but it doesn't always happen.
No, it doesn't.
Didn't happen to that. That's okay. Sometimes I'll put a little dollop of glue around it if I don't want it to swivel. But sometimes I like it for it to swivel because the customer may want to put it.
Yeah.
They may want to angle it a little differently than my vision. So, whatever.
It's fine.
They bought it, so
It's
they
their door.
yeah, they're to work. All right, so here we go.
That's so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was like, there's wires sticking.
There's wires sticking out.
There's a reason for
Yeah,
that.
there's that. Because I didn't tie them in yet.
That's right.
All right, so
So
there's
cute.
what we've got so far. Let me get out of the way. So now we're just going to put the balls on. I know that just sounds.
She said.
I'm thinking there.
I know, and over there.
Okay, that's cute.
I like that. All right.
It's like our corsage.
I know.
Oh, thank you, April.
She
She
was
says
so
it's
pretty.
beautiful.
I love it. That's awesome. Thank you, April. You're very sweet. Okay.
I know, and I need to play around. Like I said, I've got like 10 of those. The forms.
Jenny's?
Those things. I don't know. I can't remember the term for it. Anyways, I've got 10 of those that I'm going to play with some mesh and putting some.
I thought they were like this, but I don't know.
Some cruffles on them and seeing, because I'm terrified that I've seen some people where they do the poofs around it,
But then you lose the shape.
yeah, and that
can't
I'm
see the shape.
I'm terrified of doing it where I lose the shape. I don't want it to be like a big blob at the top and then like these two kick out ends. So I'm trying to make sure I can keep the shape. So I've got to play with it before I don't want to do it the first time on a live.
Yeah, that's one of those we might have to.
Yeah, we might have to practice a
Most
little
of these we just sort of like, oh, we're going to do this and this and
Right.
this, and we're like, okay, that's cool, we can make that work, and then
Yeah.
So that would be one of those. It's just a different in that shape.
Right.
Where
I'm gonna get that one.
that's cute.
I like that. I'm gonna
That's
get that
cute.
one. Can you reach it? Or can you reach it?
No.
Oh, she says. I was telling Reve I can make her an extender. For when we're making when we're doing wreaths.
That hurts just a little bit.
so hard.
That just hurts a little bit.
I saw the picture of you and your honey though. You know, I never think of you being short. You're the one I was talking about you being short. And so I never think of it. And so I looked at the picture you posted of you and Tom. That was a good picture.
Thank you. That was 10 years ago.
That was so cute. But anyways, I look at the picture, I'm like going, Dadgum, he's like
He's
what?
tall.
He's like 10 or 12 inches taller than you.
Yeah,
And
I
was-
fit under his armpits.
Yeah, and I was just
So-
like going, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So that was, I went, either he's really tall or maybe he's right. She's short.
I'm 5'3" and he's 6 foot.
That's what my mom is.
So,
My mom's 5'3".
yeah. But you know, we
You
shrink
see,
a
I'm
little.
not, I know, I used to be 5'9", I'm now 5'8". I shrunk a little too. But I don't ever think of myself being tall.
Well, it's weird because all of my girls
Mhm.
are...
Your girls are tall.
Yeah, Ramey's 5'5". That's my oldest. She's 27. Well, will be 27 in September on the 14th. Oh my lord, that's next month.
Well, I know. Okay,
Um,
we're going to put the last one.
no, I think we have to do a trifecta. That's so
Well, we
cute.
have to have a trifecta.
Well, I think that we have the... Oh my gosh.
Does it need to go
You
here?
go there. No.
No.
I'm gonna let you do it because
Okay.
you can see it. See how I got out of that, everybody?
Ah!
See what I did there?
That was a good
See what I
transition.
did there?
Did it get cloudy?
I don't know.
I thought it was getting cloudy earlier.
Weird.
Isn't it supposed to rain like?
Is it
soon?
really?
I think so. We haven't had rain in forever.
That would be nice.
Well, we did have rain. We just didn't get it.
Oh, that's true.
Like other people got rain, but
It
we
didn't
didn't
come
get it.
here.
It didn't come here.
We weren't good boys.
Not on this street. It jumped our street. It always jumps.
And I don't know what it did on my street because I'm not living there.
That's right.
I'm at a hotel. It's fine.
That reminds me of that song. Hotel.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember? It was like you were cool if you knew how many words you knew to that song in high school or whatever. This is the dumbest song ever.
I don't even remember.
Well, there are so many songs that are dumb.
I know.
But
That generation,
yeah,
you know.
we were dumb. I think every generation were dumb.
We had all kinds of interesting songs.
Yeah.
This music, however, I don't know. It's not really speaking to me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think I'm gonna tuck that one ribbon because I wanted to see the.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. I don't know if you can really see this guy too
Here.
much, but
Let's just hold on. There you go. There we go.
I
All
think,
right.
I think
I
that's
like it.
We had flowers, but I don't think
I
we
don't think we
them.
need it.
I
I like
either.
it.
I like that. That's cute.
I do too. Well, I like the curl you put on.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think the mesh and the ribbon is...
I think it's enough.
It's bold.
You know, Reve, sometimes she has to over-embellish, but I think in this
I
case,
think it's bold. I think it's
we
proud,
did it.
and it just shows off the message.
Yeah.
To be brave. That was... I really... I think that's what... When I saw that ribbon, that's what pulled me in the most, was that right there. Be brave. I like to be strong and have hope, but the be brave was what yelled
spoke
to me.
you.
And that's what I wanted to do.
This
with.
is not.
That is not good
music.
music.
So we are just gonna
Okay.
prove that.
Connie, this isn't a kit. We can make it a kit, maybe. I can contact my person and see if we can get some more signs. The one who makes, helps us paint for some of our kits. I can ask her if she'd be willing to do something.
And see, I love that because we're always asking y'all, and if you're new to seeing us,
right.
First of all, God bless you. But secondly, we're always asking, what do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
What do you want us to do? And
right.
I think that's awesome. If you think this is something you would love to do, I mean,
right.
it's easy.
And she
fun.
likes painting for us. She's
awesome.
Yeah, when we give her ideas and we're like, can you make
I think
this
we
for
think
us?
of things, and she's like, oh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that, but okay.
Yeah, and she liked it. And, yeah. And then, like I sent her the thing on the witch's hat the other day, our finished wreath, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And
that is a kit.
Oh, the witches.
We probably need to show this. This is a kit. Okay, now we embellish this
a lot.
And
I took one of the
candies
extra. I took one of the candies off. Because I was using this last night.
But this is a witch's kit. You get the legs, the cute little legs.
Yep, there's the legs. The sign.
And all the ribbons, the mesh.
And you cannot find this mesh anywhere. The border stripe mesh that has the purple and the orange and the black on it.
But we bought this how long ago again?
Yeah, we bought it a while ago. Yeah. And then it has, like I said, I made the candies. That doesn't come with the kit.
But you can buy them.
Yeah, but you can buy them.
Purchase them if you want to.
But you get the sign, and this is our friend Cassie. She made that for us. Yeah. And so that was the sign. And like I said, this one I took off yesterday.
It's so cute.
It is really cute. Oh, we didn't even put the, see, I don't think it needs it. We had the deco mesh tubing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
but
about
I don't think it needs it.
I don't think so.
I think it's
I always say come back afterwards because we always post it. We always list it on Facebook, the finished product. Right. And a lot of times Reve, messes with it, and sometimes it doesn't look like the original. So we might play with tubing later, but honestly, I think it looks fine. We really did want the sign and the message to be center.
Yeah.
Front and center, and the most important part of this. So I thought I'd turn this off. So
I thought you did too.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay. All right, so I was putting in the link in case you're interested in the witch's kit, the witch hat kit.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have Christmas kits in there, y'all. We have Halloween kits in there.
Right. We have the church Christmas kit, so we have like an inspirational one.
Yeah.
We've got the pumpkin one. Welcome to our patch. That one. Oh, we have that one down here too. That one's really pretty, and it comes with one of the pumpkins. I'm getting ready to show you guys how to make.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Watch
and
this.
then what else? What else do we have? But
There's several.
Yeah, we've got a winter kit. We've got another Christmas gingerbread coming. We just got those in.
You guys, we have so much stuff planned.
Oh, the Nutcracker.
Oh, we have everything. The Nutcracker's going to be awesome. That's going to be really
that's going to be an evergreen swag.
Yeah. So we're gonna get those. We've got all this stuff together. We have so many ideas. Oh my gosh, we did the 10 days of Christmas. We have all
we did
of
12.
Those. I mean the 12.
We did 12.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I said 10. I meant 12. We did the 12 days of Christmas. Never thought we would be able to come up with all that. And oh my gosh, we still have so many more ideas.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. We've got some Halloween stuff in there. There's a possibility we may be doing another Halloween.
Right, so and we may be pulling out and doing the ribbon, and maybe doing that one as a kit too.
And I have to just show them things.
Oh, show me the twins. Okay, so Reve was at Hobby Lobby, and she found the twins. I know, and she fell in love with these, and so she starts talking about the twins. And I'm like, ooh, a ladder. And ooh, let's make like candies like this one you were like starting to make. You know, let's make the candies. But you can't see that because I'm putting it down there. So
another little present.
Yep.
Like these the cutest. Look how cute.
Oh, we got it. Yeah, can they see that?
Look
Look at her hands full. You're like all
the twins.
The twins.
Look how cute
Oh,
they are.
they're so cute. So yeah, we'll be playing with them.
We're gonna put them on a wreath, and they're gonna be going up their little ladder, and they're gonna have lots of little. They already have their little presents, as you can see. But yeah, I think they're gonna have candies.
Lots of fun stuff.
Just lots of fun stuff.
And then we found one of the creepy elves too.
Yeah. Okay, so they're selling like gangbusters at Hobby Lobby. Kim and I sort of don't
and online, they're all sold out online at all the wreath stores
so we
online.
don't quite.
What are they called? Mark Roberts. Yeah, he's over there by you. But I finally found one. So all the iridescent white ones were sold out, the silvers, and then there's a green and gold one that's creepy. We think they're creepy. But this one looks kind of happy.
We like the colors.
And we like the colors.
We very much like the burgundies. And
so we'll try this one.
We're going to do, I don't know what, but
we're always up for trying a trend.
He's sitting, I can see him sitting on a wreath.
Yep.
You know, and he's got really big feet for an elf. I don't know. I thought that was like not proportionate.
It's not proportionate.
But
it's creepy.
You know.
But you know what else? Look at his hands. His hands are like old.
He's got big hands and big feet. So you know what they say. But you know what else is sometimes not proportionate? Tatas.
That's true.
Tatas are sometimes not proportionate.
The right with the left.
Woo! You know, it's fine. One hand's bigger than the other. Ooh. I don't know where I went with that. So anyway, but yeah, we've got some ideas for this guy and the twins.
He's got corduroy pants on. I know. That's corduroy. I mean, at least he's happy. The other elves like this, they're like, you know, and they're very grim women. So,
well, at least I think he doesn't have teeth, so I think that's his little smile. He's a little. Sometimes his little teeth are kind of.
I think they're creepy. Yeah, when they smile with teeth. So
Kim said they come to eat you in your dreams.
Or something.
I don't know. So that sort of ruined it for me for sure after that little visual. So anyways, we've got that all coming. If you missed last night, I taught how to do the foam. So cute.
The foam candies. And so we did, okay, the lollipops too. So this is with foam. I also have another YouTube where I did them in the yarns. So you're welcome to see the yarns as well if you like the yarns. I like them both. The chenille yarns.
I know they're both fun.
They are both fun. They're totally different, new textures.
Poor Kim. She's like, do you like this one or this one or
I know.
this one and this one together? I'm like,
I know.
Yeah. Poor Kim.
And she's like, and I leave them like this too because I'm like, let me ask her Ray and see how big she wants it. Because I don't know.
Kim's like, I think they're fine with 2. I'm like, let's try 4.
Yeah, she said, let's try 4. And you were spot on though because look at that 4. Look at that.
And she tries 4. So, well, I was watching. Yeah,
she was watching the YouTube live. She was on YouTube with me.
I did not know how to do this, so Kim is all about the embellishments. What?
Connie says, what? April agrees that they're creepy. I think they're creepy too.
I don't get it. We're just kind of lost on this, but that seems to be a thing. So
it's a thing, yeah.
We're going to try.
Okay, so Connie, are you talking about the snowman we did on the 12 days that had the herringbone scarf?
Sure. We can find some more snowmen. That might be hard because a lot of stuff is like sold out.
But if we can find the snowman,
we'll look into it.
Because that was, I love that.
Pretty cute.
That was pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
It was really, it was fluffy.
We have to put snowflakes in it.
And
oh my gosh, it's been a while since we've done a snowflake.
A snowflake like that.
So I have a thing for snowflakes apparently. So I never knew this. Kim was like, you really do like snowflakes. I'm like, yes, we do. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a kit. Look how cute she is.
Whoa, look at her! She's cute! Okay, you can't look anymore. That's your sneak peek. That's our gingerbread kit coming up.
And the ribbon that goes with that is completely 1,000,000,000% sold out everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
So we do, we might miss a lot of things, but we do try to plan ahead on stuff too.
On certain
So
things.
when when did we order that? Months ago.
Yeah,
I think
months
it was
ago.
spring,
So
yes.
really cute. So anyways, we're super excited about that.
Yeah.
So anyways, y'all got the quick flash.
You did. The
I know.
sneak peek, see what you get when you're on a random
That's
Saturday
right.
night when everybody else is doing fun things. You're here with
That's
us.
right. I know. Love it.
We try to be fun.
I know. And next Saturday we're going to be Houston.
Yes, y'all. We'll do some lives. We're going to
We
do
will.
some
We will.
remotes.
We'll have to do remotes.
Yes.
Of us being out in the hallway when we're kicked out.
Probably,
for
yeah.
bad behavior.
I feel like we shouldn't say anymore because I know Ron's watching. And she's going to be like,
Yeah.
I got your number. So,
She's going to have to debrief too. So.
check for those two.
That's right.
We try to make them back.
Well, if it's anything like
Makers Live.
no, it won't be like that.
Like 10,000 people.
No, but I mean, the Nashville one, a lot of people elected to stay home. They didn't want to come.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
it could be that. Yeah, so it could be that version too. We may be the only ones. I mean, we may be the part.
That's true. I feel like there'll be a few people there.
Yeah, I think
so.
with Houston there will
think
be.
so.
I do too. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of readers in Texas.
Thankfully, Houston didn't get hit so hard. So.
Isn't Nana supposed to come this weekend?
There's like, we watch the Weather Channel, it's like a train. There's like 4 or 5 of them behind all of
Yeah,
these.
because Laura escapes Laura,
crazy.
but Nana's
I
coming.
know, well,
so.
those of you that are in Louisiana, gosh, our hearts go out to you for sure, because that's...
Seriously.
Yeah, my oldest daughter and her husband live in Philly, and they're going to get rain from this.
I still
crazy?
can't
We can't get any.
We don't get any, but up
We're
in
right
Philly
here,
they get
but
it.
up in Philly they're going to get it.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah. And they've already had one hurricane blow through there. So,
Really?
yeah.
That's
They
just
went up the
crazy.
coast, and she said they had a little bit of flooding in their basement, but nothing serious. So, the cats hated it.
Okay, so Connor says, will the elves be a kit? No.
No,
But you
because
can
they're
go-
already kind of sold out.
If you go to your Hobby Lobby and get them.
I grabbed the last 2 at Ours. I'm sure other Hobby Lobbies probably have some more, but we try when we do kits. We try to have at least a dozen
Right.
of everything.
So you may want to kind of grab them at your Hobby Lobby or find them online, and when we do it, then we can show you, or because we'll always have enough ribbon to make. To make 2.
Right.
So,
yes. We could always do 2. So if you loved it that much, we could just send you whatever.
Yeah.
If you can get this, and a lot of times, like the witch's hat, the sign, all the mesh, the ribbon comes with it. But you can buy the extra little embellishments. We always add to a lot of times our wreath kits,
Yes,
just
we
because
do.
I can't help myself.
I know.
Mostly, that's why. But just to kind of give you guys ideas of. You can stop here with what we send, and
or you can go here,
or you can go extra.
Yeah.
And that's why we always say this is what comes with the kit. But we added this, so yeah. If you can find these little guys, I grabbed the last 2 from our Hobby Lobby.
We're just gonna use a rail for a ladder, unless we find a ladder.
Yeah,
we might find a ladder, but to me. We may just wrap the rail and make the rail the ladder. So
they might be climbing up the little ladder.
Yeah, so we may just wrap the rails.
And Kim's gonna make more of her candies.
Yeah, candies for these. So we're gonna make candies.
Since they're
for them.
elves.
Yep. So we'll do that.
That's what we're doing.
Yep.
So and that won't be a kit, but like I said, we try to get stuff from.
We'll
places.
tell you where you can get it.
This is Hobby Lobby, and we sometimes our ribbon will come from
At
Outlet
home,
or at home, whatever. So
Well,
we always try to tell you where we get stuff, so you could recreate, or even maybe above and beyond what we do.
That's right.
We try to be above and beyond.
Or you can get a creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy.
We love the colors. I don't know, maybe he's going to grow on us. I like his little jingle bells.
I like the jingle bells too.
They're fun. His outfit's pretty. Somebody had to sew on
Yeah,
that.
the outfit's
His clothes
gorgeous.
are gorgeous. So, like all that silver too.
Yeah, I would make that. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, early on, because Kim is a seamstress, so early on, like, you can make this and this and this and this, and she's like, do you know how long that would take? And I was like,
I gotta go back to school.
Is that hard?
I know. We were originally gonna make the gingerbreads, and then I looked at Reve and I go, we're out of time. I gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
I was like, we gotta call Cassie up and see if she can help us out.
She's gonna do it.
We can embellish it, but we gotta get it made, the base made. So, anyways,
we gotta have help.
yeah. So Reve is getting ready to go celebrate birthday with hubby, and then I'm gonna jump over to YouTube and do the pumpkins.
So stay tuned.
So yeah, so if you guys want to join me over there, I'm gonna teach you how to make these guys really quick.
So pretty.
Yeah, and it's really easy. So,
she says.
it is. I know. So come join me over on YouTube here in a few minutes. What time is it? It's 7:27.
Oh gosh,
I know. I might jump over there at 7:30. So.
All right.
Okay.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
You guys, thank you for being with us. We can't even tell you how much we appreciate it. As Wanda would say, sprinkle.
That's right.
So we can actually get a Twisted Grapevine channel, so that you don't have to find all these letters and numbers this long.
Yeah, we're trying. We're almost there. We're close.
So close. So close. So close.
So, anyways, but
we love you guys. We appreciate you. Let us know what you want to see,
and we'll get it done.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah. So we'll be back Monday night, and
that's the plan.
That's the plan. Stan.
One more day.
We'll figure. Oh no, we can't Monday night because I got an open house.
Oh, so
well, I mean, we could because that's 6 to 7. We could if we do 8:30
later. Okay. Okay. We can do it.
Or we could go Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
We'll see you.
I'll probably
We'll
Tuesday.
let you know. Probably Tuesday. That's fine. That's good.
I'll be
it gives you time to recover from this.
Yeah, exhausted from open house. Yeah. Virtual open house.
Yeah. So fun. Enjoy that.
Save the chocolates.
I
know, right? I know. I was looking at it. Oh gosh. All right.
You guys, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Love
Have a good
you.
night.
Come read with us again.
That's right. Okay.
Mwah. Now we need that music back.
We do need the music